I thought you didn't respect Marty.
Who said I didn't respect Mr.
If you don't want him talking to you, then you can't talk to him.
He said he'd stick the elbow out on Marty.
Don't talk to me either.
That doesn't mean I don't respect him.
Don't call me Mr. McSorley.
I'd stick the elbow out on a small disabled dog if it got me a W.
I'm not your dad.
Well, you might be with the hours you put on the old workbench, eh?
Tabarnak.
Huh?
I don't know his mom.
All right, SICHL26 fans, we are back. We are back from the brink of oblivion after a brief scare where the entire game froze and I thought that we had bricked the save file completely, which would be a very EA thing to happen. But we have recovered and we are back. We only lost a little bit, so we are going to obviously start here from where we left off for you guys. The Toronto Rex going down, baby, in overtime to the Philadelphia Fire Ants. And we are going to, this episode, we're going to plow through the rest of December, simming as we go, and then we will pick a new opponent for January. And we will sim that game. Does that sound good? We'll also check out around the league and see what's been going on. And we will confer again with the stats to see everyone's positions. Although you can see the standings just over here. Over here. All right. Now, for the Fire Ants, we are closing in. We are closing in on the Aces for top of the American Division, and so hoping to get a little win streak going here. Again, the trade deadline is coming up in a little while. We've still got some time before the trade deadline, but we'll have to see if we can address anything at that point. So for now, let's just sim through, and we will get this game here against the Fredericton Express. And a shootout loss to the Express. We'll sim through two more games here. Fredericton, after their win, are placing Grigory Denisenko on waivers. I think we're going to decline that. Thanks, Grigory. Shootout win against the Riders and a 1-0 victory over the Mustangs. So, okay, we got a good little run here. I'm happy. We'll simulate some more games here. This is against the Gators with 4-2 winning the Gators. 4-0 loss to the Schooners. Oof, and now a loss as the Gators get revenge for the victory. So, again, we are still hovering there in second place in the American Division. Let's continue with more simulated games. The Bears. 4-3 victory over the Bears, then a 5-3 loss to Dublin. Acadia is putting Rodrigo Abols on the waivers. I have never heard of this player, and so I think I'm safe in declining. In the continued efforts of the entire league to get Niemela off me, I'm going to continue to decline that trade. Thank you very much. Somebody wants to step up and give me a first for Niemela, I will be happy to pull that trigger, no problem. All right, we're going to continue simulating here to the end of the month. Lost to Stockholm, a win to Acadia, and a win over the Riders. So again, we are dropped down to third. The Spartans have come from behind here to overtake us, and now we are, we are cutting it a little bit close here for a playoff spot. So we've got some crucial games coming up here. Now, we are going to, once again, randomly decide which team to face in this month's matchup. We've got, again, we're going to pick teams that we haven't already faced. So Boston, St. Louis, Brno, I've forgotten who we did. We did Nova Scotia, Toronto, and the Norsemen. Okay, so Boston, St. Louis, Brno, Fredericton, London, Stockholm, Dublin, Edmonton, Vancouver, Havana. So 10. So again, I have forgotten to get my 10-sided dice out, so we're just going to do random number here. Bear with me. You'll have to trust me that I am being fair. That is going to be number 8. Number 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to be up against the Edmonton Supersonics. Should be a good game, so we'll sim up to that point and see how it goes. There's a win over Boston, a loss, high-scoring affair there, 7-6 to the Spartans. And again, the Spartans are ahead of us in the standings, so that's an important game. Let's continue. 3-1 loss to Brno. 4-2 loss to the Express. Oh, the Sonics have fired their head coach, Darius Zhao, ahead of their game against the Philadelphia Fire Ants. They must have known they were going to be on the big stage here on the Fire Ants channel. 3-0 victory over London. That's what we needed, baby. That's what we needed. Let's sim to the game that we are going to play and see how we are doing. Okay, they want Brunicky a second and a third for 2 seconds. I'm going to decline that. That's fine, thank you. 6-4 loss to the Colonials, and we are in bubble territory here for the playoffs. Win over Stockholm, a loss to Dublin. And before we head into the game against the Edmonton Supersonics, let's back out here. We will take a look. Let's take a look first at the activity feed to see if there's any recent trades that we need to take a look at here. Let's go to player and pick trading. Nothing. Again, they don't show the entire league, so I try to check these fairly regularly to catch up. So there may have been trades that have happened that we've missed. So again, you can kind of stop this and see. It's just mostly talking about stuff around the scores or people coming back from injury or these kinds of things. So there you go. All right, we'll take a look at the standings to see where we're at across the league. As you can see, we are in bubble territory here in the American Division. The Aces, Spartans, and now the Buckaroos have surged ahead of us as well, with the Colonials nipping at our heels, and the Tigers and Gators really not all that far behind. So we have got to really pick up the pace here if we want to make sure we make the playoffs this year. Let's go to the European Division. Shamrock still dominating. Havana right behind them as usual. And then Vikings, Barons, Monarchs, Cougars, Gladiators, and the Riders. Over in the Canadian Division, the Express, Acadia, Niagara Falls, Hamilton, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, and the Schooners down at the bottom. And in the West, Yukon Don on top of the division with the Bisons right behind him. The Huskies finally knocking the Bisons from top place in the Canada West. The Sun Devils, Rockies, Norsemen, Vipers, Supersonics, and Mustangs. So now the Supersonics are not doing fantastic this year. So, although still 44 points is still pretty good for where they're at in the division. It's a strong division. So, well, listen, we'll have to wait and see. You never know until you get into the game to sim it how we do. And then we will come over here and check out how the stats are doing. Your beloved Philadelphia Fire Ants, Kaprizov, back from injury and just pouring in the points. 43 points in 34 games. You couldn't ask for much more from Kirill Kaprizov. Johnson, Giroux, McMichael, Genter, Nurse, Hyman, Hannafin, and Vetrano. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see how our goalies are doing. Kemper with a 916, Annanen with an 886. So one of those I like much more than the other, but you know, what are you going to do? No, the wrong one. That's what I wanted to do. And now let's go to, nope, not the AHL. We want to go to the entire league and see how everybody is doing. Barkov still up top with 68 points, but Kucherov closing the gap here from Banff. Matthews on the aces at 64. Brad Marchand, everybody's favorite from the Bisons, at 57. Morrissey at 56. Reinhardt at 55, as is Quinn Hughes. And then Kachuk and Kopitar. Let's take a look at the goalies. Vasilevsky still on top, 32 wins, 32-9-1. That's impressive. With a 936. I mean, Vasilevsky so far looking like a lock. And again, Skinner making me look the fool. Stuart Skinner, 28 wins, 920 save percentage. Edmonton fans, wouldn't you love to see that? Sorokin, Gustafson, Blackwood, Markstrom. Kemper has jumped all the way down here after faltering a little bit. And then Yusei Saros and Freddie Anderson rounding things out. But listen, that is all well and good, but we are here to watch some hockey. So let's get to the game. CPU versus CPU. We are going to wear the regular home jerseys, and the Supersonics have the away jerseys. That was the closest approximation to the S that I could get for the Supersonics, but I still think it turned out pretty good. It's like a reverse S, kind of, in its own way. All right, from the beautiful Philadelphia Coliseum in Philadelphia. Philadelphia Fire Ants versus the Edmonton Supersonics. McMichael taking the face-off against Zabinajad. And McMichael wins. Anderson to Brink to Tavares. Sorry, the opposite was McMichael lost, rather. Zadorov to Kaprizov.
Kaprizov's got it in the defensive end.
McMichael back to Kaprizov with a quick shot against Hellebuck.
And a goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try.
And the first shot goes to the Fire Ants.
Hey, get that personalized jersey you've always dreamed of wanting to. You finally saved enough money.
McMichael versus Zabinajad again, and once again, McMichael's weak face-off stats
Feeds it to Anderson.
proving problematic. Tavares up over the line, takes the shot, was looking for the open winger but could not find him. Nice stop there from Kemper.
Lots of time left in this period.
Face-off in the Philadelphia zone. And right back to Kemper, who's going to cover up.
Jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
All right, take two. Here we go. McMichael with a critical face-off win. Kaprizov streaks up the wing, but stopped at the blue line. Tavares to Anderson, skating through the whole team over to the wing, but have to pass back, and now the Ants trying to put a little pressure on. Oh my goodness. That's definitely what we would refer to as pressure. Pass intercepted. And Taves up over the blue line, loses the puck to Mahura. Mahura up to Backlund. McMichael trying to get off. Nurse heads up and dumped. Absolutely dumped. And here come the Supersonics the opposite way. Holloway with the shot. Kemper's going to cover up with a Supersonics player right on his doorstep.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing.
Darnell Nurse with a great
right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit.
body check there. I mean, boom. I mean, oof. Stick went flying.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period.
Trennan versus Wyatt Johnson.
Trennan's won the draw in the
Walker
right.
streaks in for the blue line, walks up but can't get the shot blocked.
That is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in
Genther.
time. He's able to take it away.
Kicks the puck back into his own zone. Ski over to Mahura. Mahura
Here's a short pass
to Johnson, and
Tries to
the
get it
Ants
over to
finally
Shea.
breaking out of their own zone here with Ski.
From the open ice, they gain the line.
Trying to find someone to pass to. Finds Genther.
Offensive end. And that goes off a player.
Genther again with a second shot, much weaker than the first, and neither getting through Connor Hellebuyck.
Gets the puck in deep.
Puck dumped in.
Philadelphia's got a hold of it against the wall.
Ski up to Kerfoot.
Kerfoot's got it into offensive territory.
And Kerfoot trying to cut back across the middle, but can't do it.
Looking to get it out. And they get it out.
And puck is dumped. That could be icing. It is not for
Philadelphia's got the
Toronto.
puck along the boards.
Up to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson. Wide, rink wide pass to Kerfoot. Kerfoot takes the shot on the short side, goes nowhere. Back out to Kerfoot, but a nice interception there by the Sonics. Taves across the center. Stopped by OEL. Picked up again by Taves. Almost got a second chance on it.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the
Johnson
middle.
up over the blue line and dumped by Perbix. Intercepted by Giroux.
Edmonton's got the puck
Stolen
inside
by
the defensive
Duhaime.
zone.
And Zabinajad was about to get off the ice.
First pass leads to the offense.
Now might get a scoring shot. Oh, the pass intercepted by Bobby McMahon. Great job. And the clock winds down to a 0-0 first period.
Minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2.
0-0 scoreless after 1.
Teams are back on the ice. Both
Back for period 2. McMichael versus Zabinajad again. And Kaprizov comes out of the scrum. Dumps the puck in. Picked up by the Sonics. Oh, get dumped in their own zone. Nice save from Hellebuyck. Tavares finally gets it out over the red line. Over to Zabinajad. Oh, a beautiful one-timer. But Kemper with the save. Kaprizov makes some moves, gets 2 cracks at it. And Hellebuyck flopping all over the ice, but manages to snag that puck. Great work there from Connor Hellebuyck. Johnson versus SICHL. Johnson wins. Ski lobs it in, maybe hoping for a deflection, but didn't get one. Hellebuyck able to cover up. And Johnson again lines up with SICHL. And Siplikov tries to get the puck up. Mahura grabs it, intercepted by Siplikov, who sneaks behind the defender. He's in all alone. Oh, what a save from Darcy Kemper on Siplikov. Genther up to Johnson, going the opposite way. Unbelievable. Genther up to Johnson again as they make another attempt. Hyman can't get the shot. Contesting Walker there, but Walker gets it to SICHL. SICHL, nice little move with the blue line over to Holloway with the shot. And Kemper comes up big again. Gives it to Mahura. Passes it up here to Hyman, I believe. Hyman out front to Genther, but the shot goes wide of the net. Siplikov making more moves at the blue line. Can't get the shot that time. Darnell Nurse chugging up into the offensive zone. Tries to shoot out, tries to pass out front rather, but no dice. Foska dumps it in, takes a weird bounce out of the corner, picked up by Zadora, bounce pass to Greer. Rink wide to McMichael, who gets blasted into next week. At the blue line, Greer once again up over the line. Out front. pass misses.
Perfectly executed.
Basket dumps it in now. Nurse back out front to Zadorov. Zadorov to McBain.
They enter the attacking zone.
McBain making some moves. Takes the shot on the short side.
Looks to make a play over to Brink.
Stopped by Hellebuyck.
Slides the puck ahead to Faxa.
Faxa to Zabinajad to Perbix, who walks in, takes a shot. Deflected by Kemper. Perbix back to Schneider to Zabinajad. The Sonics keeping up the pressure. Brink from behind the net, and that is covered up by Kemper, who needs to just take a little breather here for the Fire Ants. Says. Here's another great save from Kemper. Stretches post to post, keeps low, protects the 5-hole. And boom. Great job there from Darcy Kemper, keeping us in the game, quite frankly, at this point. 6 shutouts, leading the league. Second place, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Backlund wins the face-off of Toronto, up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot dumped at the line. Dumped in by the Sonics. That's going to get picked up by the Philadelphia Fire Ants. Up to McMahon, but that's going to be it for the period, and still scoreless after 2.
Wrap for period number 2. Both teams will get a chance to get a little breather here, and we'll come back. Third period action next.
There's Faska absolutely demolishing a Fire Ants player. A lot of big hits, a lot of big scoring opportunities, but no goals yet.
Welcome back, everyone. They say 3 is the magic number.
Third period.
Here we are with period number 3. We might start approaching the next goal win sort of department here as we are underway.
McMichael to Kaprizov. Back to Nurse. Nurse walking in. Gets the shot through 2 defenders. Back to the point for McMichael. Takes a shot. Hellebuyck blocks that one again. Oof. Zadorov finds another victim. Terrible pass there. Went to the turnover. Tavares dumped by Zadorov. McMichael.
It certainly did, James. I mean, it was thunderous. You can see the whole
Cross trying to find Zadorov, but Holloway intercepts. Zabinajad up to Tavares as the Sonics come the opposite way. They have to hold up at the line there as Tavares was offside, and now again poked over the blue by McMichael. Holds onto it, but can't get the shot away. SICHL 1-on-2 there, but holds onto the puck and gets the shot. Great work there from SICHL. But a great save from Kemper. Battling for the puck here. Oh, a beautiful pass out front. And Kemper had to go post to post to save that one.
Brink's pretty banged up right now, James. Just look at that.
Bobby Brink, and boom, there we go.
And when he takes it,
Zadorov
it's almost as if it catches him the wrong way, and he's really laboring as a result.
knocks him into the boards, and Bobby Brink may be injured. We'll have to wait and see.
Nearing the midway mark.
Zadorov filling up hospital wings this season, that's for sure. Trennan wins the pass. Ooh. Shot from the point deflected. Wide of the net. Trennan back to Walker. And Walker off the post. Amadio off the post. Johnson up to Genther as we finally, the Fire Ants coming back the opposite way. Genther knocked off the puck, picked up by Ski. Back to Johnson, who wires one. Beautiful save there from Hellebuyck. Sider dumps the puck in behind the net. And Genther coming back up the opposite way. Hyman stopped at the blue line. Siplikov over to Holloway. Holloway looking for a target. And finds one. Trennan with the second chance.
And Cheryl, listen to these.
Close call there for the Sonics.
Some of them are getting on their feet here still. Applauding that save we saw.
James, I think it's the
Perbix
appreciation for the desperation
dumped at the
save
line.
that keep
Genther
the will to keep that puck
up
out of the
over
net, and they're really showing
the
why.
blue line behind the netter. Oh, looking for the man out front, but another great interception from Holloway.
Moves it to Perbix.
Perbix, big slapper stopped by Kemper.
Great positioning
Perbix
by
again.
goaltender to redirect it to the
Across to Anderson, who puts it up top shelf.
Well, that's a real sneaky one, that pulled the
Rasmus
goaltender, James.
Anderson with the goal
That one, perfectly executed.
in the third period.
Everything's happened so fast within the
Look at
game of
this
hockey, you
pass.
gotta recognize when
Beautiful.
your opponent is vulnerable. He's
Everybody
one of the
watching
best at it.
Perbix
He's physical,
walking in
he
from
makes
the
contact, and it's a big one there,
corner,
and he's able
thinking
to
he's
set
going to go
the
for the
puck
shot,
from
and then
puck.
right out to the wide open Rasmus Anderson, and boom, top corner, picked perfectly. Look at that, just an absolute bullet.
Edmonton's taken the 1-0 lead here late in
And
the third
1-0
period.
goal,
Now
and
the question
very
is,
little
is it
time
enough?
left.
Well, it should be enough, but they've got to continue to play exactly how they have.
McMahon up to Kerfoot.
They close the ice, not giving a lot of space to their opponent.
To the Toronto with a beautiful, beautiful one-timer, but can't get it past Hellebuyck.
Leading in the game up by 1, just have the presence of mind to kill the clock. Put the
Kemper
puck in deep.
keeping an eye, looking for an opportunity to come out of the net and get the extra attacker, but Sonics doing a good job playing keep away here. Over to Zabinajad, back to Anderson, up to Brink. Brink, backhand shot. Back out front, Zadorov, up to Kerfoot, up to Vetrano. Here comes the extra attacker, Vetrano with another shot. Stopped by Hellebuyck. Backlund back to Nurse. Wide of the net. Back to Nurse again. Stopped out front, backhand. Hellebuyck standing on his head now.
Really impressive tonight, in particular on that last play, James. I mean, the
Ants just desperately trying to keep it in the zone here. As the seconds wind down, they might get one more shot. But not now. Backlund knocked over by Rasmus Anderson, or one of the Andersons, and your winners 1-0 over the Fire Ants. The Edmonton Supersonics. A great game all around, but in particular from the goalies. There's Brink. We'll have to wait and see whether Brink has any lingering injuries or whether he just got a little rattled. Some great saves here from Kemper. And boom. Out to Anderson. From the point, a laser to the top right corner, and that is it. That is it for the Philadelphia Fire Ants in this game. Well, listen, guys, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. I was hoping I could, but you can't win them all. And so we are going to, again, I needed a victory there where we're teetering on the edge of playoff contention. I'm going to be so mad if with this team that we can't make the playoffs. I'm going to be very, very upset. But listen, we'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode. We will be back soon with another incredible episode of SICHL26. Thank you for joining us.